Alrighty guys, what's going on everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Glad to have you guys here for another live stream. I know it's kind of early in the morning, but well, I figured that there's probably people out there that are probably wanting to know what is still going on with the weather. Plus I woke up from a sleep and I have a little bit of energy, so we are here to help you guys out. But what's up everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Like I said, I know it's definitely is pretty early right now. So we actually just had a severe thunderstorm warning expire up here in the Panhandle, but like I said, that severe weather threat is still not over, unfortunately. We still got ourselves the risk out there for severe weather. That will continue here into, like I said, tomorrow or today at this point, which, like I said, unfortunately, all hazards will be a possibility. Now, we do got ourselves a lot of flooding that is currently ongoing out there towards like southwestern Georgia, places out there by like, you know, the kind of the central eastern side of the Panhandle of Florida. And not super long ago, we have been getting reports here of damaging winds out there in the eastern Panhandle. We have a report here from, let's see here, near St. Teresa in the eastern Panhandle of Florida. We have ourselves reports of around 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So we're still definitely seeing a bit of severe activity going on with these storms here. So we'll definitely be here to cover them with you guys. But once again, everybody, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, it's definitely quite early in the morning here, but like I said, I figured that I would be here for you guys in order to cover some of this, as you know, nighttime storms. Obviously, a lot of people get a little nervous at nighttime regarding severe weather, and so you know, I'd like to be here to help you guys out. But anyways, let's see what we got here. We have C. Crizzard says, "Thank God someone's gonna stream this storm at night." Yeah, we're here for you, my friends. We're here for you. What's up, Haley? Hope you're doing good. We have Kayla. What's up, Kayla? Anthony says, or love a good old late night stream. I hear you, Anthony. Hope you're doing good, man. White Wolf saying, hello, Andrew in chat. The storm woke me up here in Tennessee, so I'm glad you're up to cover it, Andrew. No problem. You guys are very welcome. Lee Hunter, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing good. Saying it's 7:30 a.m. here in the UK. Wow. Hope you're doing good across the pond, my friend. Let's see here. More severe, Mike. Yeah, unfortunately today we got a pretty big severe threat regarding the latest. Actually, we got ourselves an enhanced risk today, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and bring you guys over here to the SPC. Oh, I forgot to bring up my face cam here. So For today, we do got ourselves a 10% risk for tornadoes, unfortunately. So, we got a pretty good probability out there for tornadic activity in eastern portions of Ohio. Also out there towards like western West Virginia here. We're going to have to watch out there for the possibility of a couple of tornadoes. Now, the good news is that these tornadoes today, they're not expected to be significant, basically meaning EF2 plus. They're kind of expected to be on the lower side of things, but it's still a pretty decent probability. It's still a pretty high probability regarding tornadoes happening, like overall. So obviously we need to be extra weather aware today, especially there in eastern Ohio, western portions here, West Virginia. We got that 5% risk as well, which that's still considered a decent tornado risk that kind of rolls through the Blue Ridge, throughout portions like western Virginia, portions out there throughout West Virginia, and like Pennsylvania, Ohio, and of course a little sliver there of northeastern Kentucky, and of course we even have a little 5% down here as well, towards near where I'm at here in Florida, portions of Georgia, and a little sliver of South Carolina. So that is what we got going on here. Damaging winds. We got ourselves pretty big risk, big 15% risk areas. In terms of hail, 5% risk out there. So hail's kind of not really too much of a concern today. But it certainly could be still a possibility out there. So we, my friends, are going to be watching this here. Now, I do have some cameras, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring up this view, and we're going to go ahead and open up some cameras here. We got ourselves a lot here in Florida, which the thing about nighttime storms is that they really illuminate whenever you get that. Actually, storms going through Tallahassee right now on the radar view. We'll go ahead and get to that here in a second. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got Tallahassee. Let's grab one of these guys. We'll grab this camera here for right now. So we'll see what's going on there. Also, we'll move this over here so you guys can see like the full picture. And we'll go ahead and bring up our radar view over here. Let's see here. Anthony says, do I think the storms are going to keep weakening before hit Jacksonville? Honestly, like I said, there is going to be that potential for severe weather even out there in Jacksonville. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and bring you all over here to the latest outlook here. So there's the latest outlook. So Jacksonville is in the slight risk today. That level 2 threat regarding severe weather. So there's going to be the potential that, like I said, we have these storms that could potentially produce severe weather. Right now, like I was saying, they're currently sub-severe. Now, we did just have a severe thunderstorm warning, so these storms are still kind of on that teeter-totter between either strong storms or damaging storms or severe storms. We're right between that right now, in which there's still going to be that potential throughout the night of seeing some severe weather. But yeah, so honestly, the way that things are looking out there by Jacksonville, it's still going to be the potential of severe storms by the time this front gets to you. In which, if I pull up the models here, I'll actually blow this up a little bit better for you guys. So we work our way down here in time. You can see actually it does roll through Jacksonville right around like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for you guys, roughly around that time. So that's whenever I would say we're going to have that potential out there for maybe some severe weather. That's going to be your best shot. It's going to be sometime around afternoon, early afternoon. So that is what we are seeing there. So we'll definitely be watching out for that. Let's see here. Let's see, yo, dude, I've been looking at myself, been personally. Let's see here. But personally, what do you think north of Summit County, south of Cleveland, will get? Yeah, I mean, the models, they have been. Here, I'll bring up this view for you guys. Yeah, the models, they've been in a little bit of concerning mode here for places out there towards Ohio. Later on, we're going to get this, this kind of cyclone to roll through the regions here. That low pressure system is going to be amplifying those lower level winds. We're going to go ahead and hide this just for a moment. In which, this is going to allow for the potential of a bit of severe weather. Honestly, I kind of think that some of the models are downtrending like the HRRR, but yeah, you can see that big fat area of Cape here. Basically, our thunderstorm juice that works its way throughout portions of like eastern Ohio into like western West Virginia. So that is where our main severe weather concern is going to be here. Let me bring up our winds here. Yeah, so also at this time being here, they're not quite like super significant, but they are pretty strong, which obviously could allow for a little bit of lower level spin, lower level rotation that could occur, especially given the fact that our winds are also pretty strong at our mid-level atmosphere. So, everything lines up there. Also, our dew points, we got some pretty decent dew points out there in some of those regions there. So, there's enough lower level moisture to get things rolling. We're going to grab a sounding here. Actually, this is for the kind of the afternoon here for today. We're going to grab a sounding across like southeastern Ohio. See what we got going on there. What's up, Double Rose? What's happening? We got a bit of severe weather going on, like I said, here throughout today that we're just kind of monitoring. Okay, so yeah, in that sounding, you can see that there's a little bit of lower level wind, lower level wind directional change there. So the winds do slightly change directions, so giving us a potential for that lower level spin in some storms. Honestly, everything looks pretty good. Everything does look pretty good. There's a lot of instability, evenly distributed throughout the atmosphere. Our wind shear is, once again, not the best, but it's enough to get, some tornadic activity and stuff. And so we'll just have to watch out there for that. It's definitely going to be kind of a bit of a concern there. You can kind of see that cyclonic motion that we got going on there. You guys can kind of see that, so that's going to amplify that lower level spin in the atmosphere due to that cyclonic motion of that low pressure system, in which that will potentially get some spin ups here for today. So, yeah, we'll definitely need to be, weather aware for today. We'll definitely keep an eye out there for it, and yeah. Let's see here. Patrice says go to sleep. Yeah, I woke up and I was like, you know what? Because I was asleep for a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live for a little bit. Because, like I said, I figured that there's a lot of people at nighttime that's probably wondering what's going on with these storms. And so it's like, yeah, I kind of want to be here for you guys. Let's see here. What's up, Jesse? Saying my mom lives in Ashland, Kentucky right now. In the heart of this, my sister is in Chesapeake, Ohio, also in the center of highest cave values on the models. Wow. Well, hopefully everything goes okay with them. Jesse, like I said, that was weird. We'll definitely be here for you guys, even later on today to cover some of those severe storms. And, but like I said, hopefully everything goes all right. Like I said, it's more than likely everything will be okay for you guys. It's just, something we still got to watch out for because, there is potential for severe weather of all hazards, unfortunately. So we'll definitely, we'll definitely be here for you guys. Let's see here. See, Anthony says, I've used your channel to watch my local weather, but mostly importantly, the big storms that hit family up in the Midwest. You're the man. Well, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. I'm glad to see that you're being weather updated. That is what is important here, that you are staying weather aware, of course. I appreciate that. What's up, Tiffany? Saying, here in Huntsville, it's such a weird weather. Changes on a dime. Yeah. Let's actually take a look out there by Alabama. I don't think there's much going on up there in Alabama right now. We do got a thunderstorm threat. Actually, you know what? That is interesting. We do got a couple of storms firing up here in like kind of east central portion. Wow, that was a big flash. Like east central Alabama. Got a couple storms actually firing on out there. That's interesting. Also a couple here towards the to the Nashville region. Got a couple of storms popping off in this region here as well. So yeah, these guys are not severe though, so you don't got to worry about all that. But let me check on some of these other areas. Like we'll check on Georgia. I just don't think that instability goes to. I just don't think the instability goes that high up there. Let me pull up the meso analysis here. Let's see. Okay, so we do have a little bit of instability that does creep its way up here into, portions of the deep south. Which is mostly going to keep out that severe weather for areas like, Georgia as of right now. But as we work our way over later on into today, we're going to continue to get that northerly flow of air in which that is going to basically just bring up more warmer air, more instability, and all kinds of stuff like that for later on today. So that'll increase with time overall. So we'll definitely be watching out there for that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hide this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring back up our camera here. So yeah, if y'all are wondering, that camera's out there in Tallahassee. Got quite a bit of activity going on there. Let's see here. Jesse, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. Jesse, saying love the channel. I'm glad you do, Jesse. Thank you so much for the 5. That is amazing. That is greatly appreciated, my friend. And if there's anything I can do for you, Jesse, please let me know. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jesse. You absolutely rock, my friend. Let's see here. How about North Carolina? Yeah, so we do got a risk across North Carolina for today. No matter where you're at in the state, actually you can see you're in the dark green, which is the marginal level 1 threat. But the odds of severe weather for one specific area is pretty low today. While severe weather is theoretically possible, the chances are pretty low, honestly. Now, once you work your way up here towards like Ohio, like I was talking about, like eastern Ohio, like western West Virginia there, that's today's greatest concern. That's today's greatest threat overall. That we'll need to be looking out there for. So we'll definitely be watching those areas today. And like we were mentioning here, regarding the threat here, we do got a 10% chance for tornadoes today. The good news, like I was mentioning, this tornado threat for today is non-SIG, which that basically means that this tornadic activity should remain under EF2. But of course, that's based off of the lower level jet, how strong it is. But obviously, I still think there could be some strong potential tornadoes in some cases, being a theoretical possibility. So we'll still need to watch out there for that. But yeah, greatest probability for tornadoes, y'all, today is going to be out there across like eastern Ohio and portions out there like western West Virginia. That is kind of where the greatest concern is going to be out there regarding that severe weather, that tornado threat. And you can see that level 2 works its way over here towards like western Virginia, like I said, West Virginia, southwestern Pennsylvania, eastern Kentucky even. And then we have another 5% region for tornadoes in southern South Carolina, portions of southern Georgia, central and northern Florida will be in that risk as well overall. So definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see. Teresa. See, Southwest Indiana. Yeah, Southwest Indiana is not in the tornado concern today. We got a little bit of showers, a little bit of storms going on out there. But currently, not really much of a concern. I don't even think you guys are in the severe risk. Yeah, you're not. You're just in a little thunderstorm threat. So, possibility of a few booms of thunder here and there, a little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder. But honestly, you should be pretty good. Nothing to worry about today. So, you're looking good down there in southwestern Indiana. Now, along the far eastern side of Indiana, near Louisville, Kentucky, so right around the far eastern stretch, there's a small isolated chance of maybe a strong to potentially severe storm. But like I was saying, the odds of that, it's pretty low. It is pretty low. So just wanted to point that out there. But yeah, most of Indiana is good. There will be the potential for a couple thunderstorms throughout the central state, but really not a whole lot of anything too concerning for you guys. Let's see here. Cassie says, I'm currently sitting here watching you at 3 in the morning because where I live is having 75 mile an hour wind gusts. Wow. Holy cow. Goodness. Let's see here. What about Hinesville, Georgia? Let's see. Hinesville, Georgia. Let's see what we got going on. So we're in a slight risk today, level 2 threat. Let's take a look at the radar. There's nothing but just a bunch of light to moderate rainfall. Yeah, right now that's not a problem. So you can sleep with confidence. There's not enough instability up here right now to produce severe weather. But later on this afternoon, that will become more of a possibility as things heat up. From obviously the sun comes out, the surface starts heating up. That will increase those temperatures and just increase the overall probability for potential severe weather. So let's see here. Smoke says, I found the Weather Channel equivalent of Art Bell Coast to Coast on AM late night. I love it. Well, glad to have you here, Smoke. Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you guys here. Like I said, I figured I'd go live for you guys tonight because there's like nobody else covering this right now. And I figured there's a lot of people that's probably waking up from these storms and probably wonder what's going on, in which, especially nighttime, it's kind of the most, the most time that people get worried about storms. So, I just figured I'd be here for you guys for a bit of tonight. Like I said, I got some sleep, woke up, had some energy. So it's like I was like, yeah, I might as well go live for a little bit for you guys today. So I am. Here we are. Just glad to be here with you guys. Let's see here. Humblebee says, I'm not in an active risk area, but I'm curious about our current gusts, which are pretty wild. Red Omega has nothing for my area. Do I have a way to see the gusts for 28906? Let's see. What is this at? This is up in North Carolina. Gotcha. Let's see here. I can pull up some MEDAR data here. Looks like station, you can hardly see that, but it does look like the station nearby you is producing about 18-mile-per-hour winds, which, that it does make sense why it could be a little windy out there. So let me up the models. I think some of the models do support that. Let's see, 2-meter wind gusts, or sorry, 10-meter wind gusts, my bad. So where are you at out there? Up in, I think you're in North Carolina, right? Western North Carolina. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's going to be a little gusty today, of course. We could get some winds. Wow, maybe some areas gusting 30, 40 knots. So that's about like 35, 45 miles an hour. So it's going to get a little gusty out there. That's for really a lot of the country, though. We're going to get quite the wind gusts going on out there. Let's see, especially ahead of that front there, right on the line of that front. You can kind of see out there by like Central Florida, right where I'm at, actually. We could be getting some pretty hefty gusts before that front rolls through. Things will probably still remain a little windy even after that front rolls through. But yeah, you can kind of see where North Carolina, especially like the central side of North Carolina and portions of South Carolina, gets kind of heavy, with those wind gusts. So yeah, we'll definitely will be experiencing a bit of gusty winds today. Let's see here. T-Dust says, nervous owls, night owls appreciate you. Glad to be here, my friend. Like I said, I'm actually a night owl myself. Just depends on... Wow, dude, did you all see that? It just depends on the day. Because, sometimes weather kicks off during the daytime I got to be live for, and sometimes at nighttime, in which, like I said, it's... try to be here when I can. Let's see. Garrett says, I'm in Daytona. Great. Let's take a look for Daytona. Oh, yeah. Daytona Beach area. So, yeah. So that model, as we were looking at, did show that front rolling through. That will be later on, like this afternoon. So we got a little bit of time before that hits. I mean, at this point in time, it's actually pretty slow moving. Yeah, it's not supposed to be towards, like, Daytona until, like, kind of mid-afternoon, maybe early mid-afternoon, rolling through the early evening, and should be out. So yeah, by early evening, it should be pretty much gone at that point. Yeah, I mean, you can also see that big blob that fires up there in the Carolinas there too. Of course, we got that big threat up in Ohio today. A couple of supercells, tornadoes, unfortunately, is a possibility. So, see you later, rain. Cooper says it's late. It is late. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. Eastern. Let's see. What about Columbia, South Carolina? Yeah, so you guys are in the marginal. It's that level 1 threat. So once again, like, the odds of you seeing severe weather is pretty low, although there is a very, very small chance. Right now, there's just a bunch of rain to your south. There's not enough instability in the atmosphere right now to produce severe weather for you at the current moment, but as we progress into later this morning and into the afternoon, at that point, then yeah. You're very welcome, Garrett. No problem. Do I track hurricanes? Yeah, I do. Yes. Hurricanes, winter weather, severe weather. We track it all here in the main 48. See, in Valdosta, Georgia, make coffee in case the electricity goes out. Well, you know what's you know what's up. Let's see. Let's actually check on those outages. Yeah, there's a lot. Wow, look at that. Let me turn off the convective outlooks here. Yeah, we're gonna look at the power outage reports. See what we got going on here. So right now in Texas, we got about 14,000 people without power. Louisiana, we got 78,000 people in the state without power. Wow, that was updated at 2:45, which was less than 10 minutes ago. Mississippi, 26, almost 27,000. Alabama, let's see here, 17,000 people without power. Florida, 7,000. Look at this, though. Georgia. Yeah, Georgia almost had 66,000 people without power right now. And then the Carolinas got a little bit out, too. South Carolina, 6,000. North Carolina, 5,000. Yeah, a lot of the South, you can see, it's just kind of highlighted there with a bit of power outages. But by far the worst states right now that's suffering the most power outages is Louisiana and Georgia, actually. Quite a bit of outage info there. So yeah, this really shows you where the counties are at too. Yeah, a lot of the kind of southern side of Louisiana is where most of the power outages are at. Same thing for Atlanta. Wow. Apparently Atlanta, Georgia has a lot of power outages there. That's the majority of the state actually is towards Atlanta without power. That's interesting. Yeah, right now actually we do got ourselves a lot of flash flooding going on here with these storms. Let's see. Yeah, currently we're kind of watching that little storm roll through like Tallahassee area. Unfortunately, like I was saying, we're still going to have to watch out there for some damaging winds. Maybe still an isolated tornado throughout the night. So that's obviously kind of why we're live here this early. Still watching out for it. Like I mentioned here a little bit ago, though, we actually did report damaging winds out there towards the towards the Big Bend, Florida here. We did report nearly damaging, or actually this is considered damaging winds, 58 miles an hour. Yeah, 58 or more is considered damaging, in which, we do got ourselves some reports of some damaging winds still ongoing out there. So we'll definitely, wow, dude, that lightning activity here, I'll bring back up our camera for us. Yeah, that lightning activity is actually pretty crazy. Let's see if we can find a better camera for you guys. Yeah, some of these mostly are not the best, but yeah, we got a lot in North Tallahassee here with these cameras. I think that might be the camera we were just on. We'll keep it on that one for now, though. What's up, Divis? Hope you're doing good. Tampa down to 5% risk for tornadoes. I think so. Yeah. Let me look. Turn off the power outages now. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on. Go ahead and bring up our camera here too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right though. Yeah, Tampa is included with that 5%. It's like St. Pete, Tampa area. Yeah, I'm out by Lakeland. That's where I'm at. So I'm right there in that 2%. Orlando 2%. Jacksonville 5%. You got like southern Georgia there included with that. Southern South Carolina. Yeah, but by far the greatest potential for tornadoes today is going to be out there in like eastern Ohio and portions like western West Virginia. So we'll definitely be watching out for that. What's up, Ash? Hope you're doing good. South Georgia here in Douglas. Gotcha. Yeah, so we do have a bit of thunderstorms rolling through the region right now towards South Georgia. Currently right at that sub-severe line. So we've got a bit of strong thunderstorm activity rolling through like Tallahassee, going its way up here into like Valdosta, I think it is, Valdosta. it's pretty strong thunderstorm activity going on out there, which, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye out there for. But as of now, there's like I said, there's no warnings on that right now. We did have a warning a little bit ago that did expire, but that is no longer there. Let's see. What's up? Hope you're doing good, guys. Diva says, hi, Andrew. Hinesville, Georgia. Yeah, we actually did Hinesville. There's somebody else in Hinesville. What's the odds of that? Yeah, so right now, there's not a whole lot going on. We just got a bunch of kind of light, moderate rainfall going on towards you. Yeah, really nothing too wild. There's not enough instability from these storms working their way up there right now. Let's see what I can do for you. Yeah, later on today, though, there's going to be that potential for maybe a bit of, let's see here. Yeah, so later on today, there's going to be that potential out there for maybe a little bit of severe weather. That won't be happening until like afternoon, though. So we've got a little bit of time. You can sleep well for now, knowing that you're relatively fine. But yeah, later on today, though, we do got a little threat for severe weather. We'll have to watch out there for. Right now, like I was saying, that front where the heaviest storms are at now is between like Tallahassee and like Thomasville, Georgia, Valdosta, near Tifton, a little heavy out there too. Let's see. Goatman says the Master Golf Tournament going to be affected by the storms. Not sure where that's at, but like I said, I mean a lot of the East Coast today is at risk regarding severe weather. Like I was explaining, there's a scale that goes from 1 to 5. Like 5 being the worst potential for severe weather and 1 being like the lowest end. But regardless of what level, it's still a damaging storm threat. So the dark green, that's a level 1. That is like low end severe potential. The odds of severe weather happening in the level 1 or the dark green is pretty low, but it's still possible. About a 5% chance within 25 miles of you. So imagine a big perimeter, 25 miles around you, 5% chance of severe weather happening. Pretty low. Now the yellow, on the other hand, that's our level 2 threat. So going up the list here, so level 2 across the yellow there. That's about a 15% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of you. And then that level 3 threat's about a 30% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of you. So, it's a greater probability the higher you go up on the list. So, as you can imagine, today's greatest probability is out there in eastern Oklahoma. Sorry, eastern Ohio, not Oklahoma. Western West Virginia, and actually a little sliver in western Pittsburgh, as well as northeastern Kentucky by, let's see, Ashland areas. So, but mostly between Ohio and West Virginia there. Let's see here. Well, off topic, but why are sinkholes issue for where you're at? Honestly, I never really understood that too much. Smoke, sinkholes, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's definitely pretty interesting. That's not a whole lot to do with meteorology. Although I'm pretty sure that meteorology has something to do with it, but honestly, I'm just not too sure about all that. Let's see here. Ash says, why does bad weather excite me? It does me too. Not that it causes damage, but it's just the thrill of having a good storm. It's exciting sometimes. That's just like me. It's like I live here in Florida, and like the tropics really gets me excited. Like just tropical storms, like hurricanes. I really, as bad as this sounds, I enjoy them, but not for the reasons of damage and stuff like that. It's just because of the thrill of the storm, just to experience Mother Nature, just go crazy sometimes. It's pretty cool to see, but like I said, it's not cool for the damage and the destruction it causes. But it's hard to explain. It sounds terrible, but it's not for the reasons of that. Let's see here. Diva says thank you. You're probably no problem. Let's see. One of the girls in Fort Stewart in Hinesville. Get crazy. Yeah, you're good. Has to do with ground saturation for sinkholes. Yeah, I mean, I figured it had something to do along that, but KLS says, I'm going to call it a night. The worst weather for tonight is getting wet, so no problem. There you go. Well, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, the thrill. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see the crazy weather, but once again, the destruction that they cause is not the best. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna hop back to bring this over here. So we're gonna do a little radar check here. So we got a bit of flash flooding going on there. Out there by Tallahassee, central panhandle, kind of central eastern panhandle of Florida. Also southwestern Georgia by Morgan, Albany, Dawson, Leesburg. More areas by Sylvester, Tifton, Adel, Lakeland, Quitman, Valdosta. Let's see, Thomasville, Cario, Bainbridge, Donaldsonville. Then moving, like I said, into Florida up towards Tallahassee, Crawfordville. Let's see, Monticello. Let's see, Quincy, Sopchoppy, Crawfordville. Yeah, some of those regions there. So we got a lot of flash flood warning activity going on there. Actually got a little bit of reports of flooding near Pelham, Georgia. Flooding reported on SR 93 in both directions of Tomato Road. Interesting. Yeah, so there's definitely been a lot of flooding going on with this event here. Especially because, like I said, this system's actually just really not moving that fast. I mean, it's producing a lot of heavy rain, but it's just kind of just sitting there. If you kind of look at it, I mean, it's taking its sweet time. So that's the thing, is whenever you have a lot of heavy rain sitting over one area for a long time, it tends to flood a bit. And that's kind of our issue right now here in eastern Florida Panhandle and southwestern Georgia there. Gizmo, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Also, Mike earlier, thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. But yeah, we're also still watching, like I was saying, we're still seeing a bit of near damaging winds out there towards the Big Bend, Florida here. Now, these reports are a little old. They were within the last hour. But we did get reports here of, actually, hold on a minute. That's, 0610 UTC, it's 07. So that was almost an hour ago. But we did report damaging winds out there in the Big Bend of Florida there. So you just walked in. Is my son safe in northeastern Tennessee, says Kathy? So more than likely he'll be fine. We got ourselves a marginal, which is a level 1 severe weather threat today. Pretty low odds regarding severe weather. So basically, you said your son, So within 25 miles of your son's area, there's a 5% chance of severe weather happening. So, as you can imagine, the odds are pretty low. They're really nothing too crazy. But that changes for areas up to like eastern Ohio, as we were talking about, like western West Virginia. But yeah, he should be good. He honestly should be good. Let's see. What's up, Storm Chaser? Hope you're doing good. Goatman says, keep up the great work. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So today going to be another major tornado day. So I got good and bad news. The bad news is that we do get a pretty big tornado threat today, especially in the yellow. Like I said, it's a 10% risk of a tornado happening every 25 miles. So, for example, we'll use Marietta here. So within 25 miles of Marietta, there is a 10% chance a tornado will drop in that region. And that obviously repeats every 25 miles. So that whole area as a collective is a good possibility we could get a couple tornadoes. The good news is that this is a non-SIG threat, and what that means is basically tornadoes should be under EF2. They should be relatively weaker. There's still going to be, I still personally think there's still going to be the possibility of maybe some strong tornadic activity, maybe, but I don't know about significant. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Like I said, the lower-level jet there to support that lower-level rotation is not really strong enough to make this thing significant. But I think it's right on that boundary. Actually, it's right on the boundary. So we'll see how that plays out. Kathy says, "Thank you, no problem." He's in Oak Ridge. Bless you. Oh, well, you're very, very welcome, my friend. Glad to help out. Let's see here. Charlotte says, "Thank you for the coverage this morning." You're very welcome. Yeah, glad to be here with y'all. Like I said, I woke up from asleep and I couldn't fall back asleep, and I was like, well, I might as well just go back live for you guys. Oh, hold on, we got some big news coming in here, y'all. Tallahassee. Uh-oh. Life-threatening flash flooding here. Let's see. That's not good. Flash flooding observed. Considerable damage threat. Let's see. 3 to 4 a.m. Local law enforcement reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Considerable flash flooding is occurring in Tallahassee. So yeah, if you're in Tallahassee and you're in an area that's prone to flooding, take action here. Yeah, so we got Tallahassee, Monticello. You guys are inside that flash flood warning. Midway, Norfleet. Let's see, Bradfordville, Woodville. Let's see here, Drifton, Lamont. Yeah, so make sure you guys seek higher ground if you are in an area that's prone to flooding. How long have I been running? Well, on this stream, about 40 minutes. Yeah, not super long, but I did like 7 hours of coverage yesterday, so still I'm a little worn out from that, but like I said, the severe weather is almost done. This is like the last day of it, for the most part. This is the last day of it, but we're also actually I'll go ahead and bring that up for you guys. So unfortunately, I hate to spill the beans, but coming up here for Monday. Of course, it doesn't want to load. All right, let me bring it up here then. So coming up for Monday, we're watching another storm system here that's going to be bringing some more severe weather, unfortunately, for a different area this time. Bring this up. Here we go. Okay. So here is our threat for coming up Monday. As of now, we do got a pretty decent threat for severe weather for Monday, which we have 2 levels. So we got ourselves a, let's see here. Go ahead and pull that up there. So yeah, areas out there by like southwestern portions of Iowa, western Missouri, southeastern Nebraska, portions out there by, let's see here, Kansas, portions of Oklahoma, and like northern Texas. Now, unfortunately, like I was saying, we have another threat here, actually a greater probability for severe weather out there towards like near Wichita Falls, actually, in Texas, and places out there by like central, kind of west central Oklahoma. That's probably where the greatest potential for severe weather is going to be. Oh my gosh, dude. No way. Patriot coming in with a $20 super chat. Patriot, thank you, dude. That is amazing. That is like very nice of you. Dude, thank you so much, Patriot. You definitely didn't have to do that. That is very, very nice of you. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Patriot. If there's anything I can do to help you or anything like that, obviously I've figured that you're in Australia. But if there's anything I can do to help, like I said, just let me know. Thank you, dude. That is awesome. That is very nice of you. Wow. Thank you, man. You are awesome, dude. I really appreciate it. Like I said, yeah, if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know, okay? Thank you. Let's see. Any thoughts on Dixie Valley, or whether I believe it will be experience higher than average tornado system? Honestly, I do think it'll be a little more active this year. Personally, I think so in the Deep South. I personally do. I do think it'll be I think it's also going to be quite above average in some areas by the Central Plains too. It's already been actually. Considering we're in April now, kind of in the heart of storm season, like March, April, May, the MAM months we call it. Yeah, that's really it's just pretty active in general this year. Let's see, Skylark, dude, coming up with a 10 as well. You guys, thank you so much, Skylark. That's awesome, dude. Saying, hey, y'all, Night Owls, thank you for being here, Andy. You're very welcome, Skylark. I'm glad to be here with you guys. And thank you, man. Skylark, Patriot. Holy cow, y'all. Thank you for the support. You guys, y'all are awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, I hope you know that means a lot to me. That really helps me out a lot. Oh, interesting. We got the radars down in Tallahassee. What's going on with that? Last radar scan was at 131. Yeah, that radar's down. They didn't mention anything. Uh-oh. Yeah, we lost radar up in Tallahassee. Yeah, Tallahassee's getting hit here. Let's try this guy. There you go. Yeah, Tallahassee's kind of on the backside of those storms right now, but they're still kind of getting hit there. Let's see here. Ray says, I'm in St. Augustine and have sons in West Virginia. Thanks for the coverage. You're very welcome. Yeah, if there's anything I can do to help out, Ray, if you want me to take a look at their risk, let me know. Let me know, and I'll look at it for you. Let's see here. Patriot says, keep doing what you're doing, mate. You're needed. Once again, Patriot, I appreciate that, dude. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much for the donation. Like I said, you definitely didn't have to do that. But obviously just know that it is much appreciated. And seriously, thank you so much for that. So, yeah, right now we're just kind of watching this little band here. This is where your greatest potential of severe weather is going to be over the next little bit, is on that band there. It's heading up there towards Valdosta, I think it is. Is that how you say that? Valdosta? Here in south central Georgia. So we'll have to watch out there. It's going to get a little heavy in some of those regions. Also, like I said, we're watching Tallahassee. They actually just got a pretty nasty flood warning there. Let's see here. Yeah, they see how the other one's kind of a darker green here. So that is Tallahassee, Monticello. Let's actually hop to let's see here. Davis coming in with a $5 super chat. Oh my gosh, you guys. Davis, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Y'all are very sweet. Thank you so much, Davis, for the 5, Skylark for the 10, Patriot for the 20. Like, oh my goodness, you guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you seriously so much for all your support, guys. Y'all are much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Davis. Appreciate it. Yeah, but like I was saying, Tallahassee, it's definitely getting a little hefty out there in some areas regarding the flooding. Let's see here. They didn't mention totals, but they did say that law enforcement reported heavy flooding at 304, which, I mean, like I said, it makes perfect sense. I mean, because the last while that we just had this continuous, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, like the last while we had ourselves this continuous bombardment of rainfall. Like I was saying, this storm system unfortunately is moving is moving pretty slow, unfortunately. So that is just going to allow for maybe a little bit extra rainfall. Let's see, Valdosta, it says Captain. Interesting. Skylark says, let us know when you got your new chair. I got it, actually. I didn't tell you, but I do have a new chair. Well, you can't probably see it, but yeah, I do. It's better. Actually, I'm not even sitting in it. What am I doing? I still have my old chair here. Hold on. I just realized I'm not even sitting in it. I thought it felt a little different. I have my old chair in here, too, I put together. There we go. Thank you for always being here for us. No problem. Glad to be here for y'all. Let's see. Well, yeah, so we'll just keep it out there for the Tallahassee region. That's actually where that camera's at there, too. Let's actually change things up a little bit. We'll go ahead and move a little more east here. Change up some cameras. Let's try one of these guys. Okay, we'll keep you up now. All right, let's do a little radar update here. We're going to do a little bit of a velocity check. See if we got anything crazy going on, hopefully. Let's try. Yeah, unfortunately, like I was saying, our Tallahassee radar's down for some reason. We lost data on it, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, as of now, it doesn't look like we're seeing anything that's rotating, which is good. I mean, obviously, we don't want that. Ash says Valdosta. Am I saying that right still? Valdosta. Let's see here. What about Nashville? So Nashville, honestly, we were pretty good from what I understand. I'll hop over here to the level 1 threat for today, or the day 1 threat for today. So yeah, Nashville should be good. Right now we got a little bit of rainfall rolling through the region. Maybe a little bit of thunder and lightning involved, but honestly, yeah, it's pretty good, pretty fine. Now for today's threat, we have a general thunderstorm threat, or TSTM we call it, which is basically just a chance for a couple thunderstorms, but nothing severe is expected. So no damaging storms is expected. So we should be pretty good. But yeah, Christian, we should be all right, my friend. Let's see here. But anyways, let's see. Leonard says, so much easier on the ears listening to a YouTuber weather coverage. Most weathermen are so loud and noisy. Oh, man. Let's see here. Is it? Oh, my gosh. Is it Shaylee? Shaylee? Coming in with a $10 super chat. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm so bad. I'm so bad with names. But thank you. Thank you so much for the 10. Saying, hello, I am a new subscriber. Well, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Saying, thank you for your coverage. You're very welcome. I was awakened a short while ago by a lot of thunder and lightning in Nashville. I love storms as well. Me too. They're actually pretty nice. But yeah, we were just talking about Nashville, actually. Like I said, we have a little bit of thunder activity, a little bit of lightning, some thunderstorms, but they're not anything concerning. Yeah, they're just normal thunderstorms. But thank you so much. Let's see, is it? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not good with names, so I'm sorry on that. But thank you. I appreciate the 10. That is much appreciated, my friend. And like I said, thank you for subscribing as well. It's greatly appreciated. Big shout out to you. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna check out by. Let's see. Yeah, out of Central Florida, we're good right now. Yeah, so most of the heavy stuff right now is like I was mentioning by the Panhandle, kind of the east of Tallahassee. There is where the majority of that. I tell you, that lightning though. That lightning's a little crazy. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, I mean, if there's an area you guys want me to take a look at for you regarding like severe weather, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we're here for you. Yeah, I figured that, like I said, at nighttime, there's people that are going to be a little questioned or a little worried about the weather. So I decided I'm going to be here with you guys throughout the night because, like I was saying, honestly, storms are most scary at nighttime. Plus, with all this talks of everybody talking about severe weather lately, it's probably got people worried. So I don't think there's anybody else on right now streaming this. But I really wanted to go live for you guys to cover more of this here. And that way, if anybody does have a question, that they can get heard. Try my best. Let's see here. Chicago. Chicago's good. Yeah, there ain't even a thunderstorm threat out there. Let's take a look at the radar though, just because why not? Yeah, I mean we got a couple showers rolling through, but honestly, yeah, nothing too big. We are looking pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it out there. Once again, today's biggest concern, guys, is going to be out there in eastern Ohio and western West Virginia. Like I was saying, unfortunately, we do have a decent tornado risk today. Good and bad news. The bad news is that the probability is pretty high, 10% risk out there in the yellow, which includes, like I said, eastern Ohio and western West Virginia. Now, the good news, like I was saying, is that it is not a non-SIG threat. So if it was a SIG threat, it would be potential for EF2+. In this case, that's not the case. So it's kind of the lower side of things. So probably won't see anything like super wild today regarding tornadoes, but the probability of having tornadoes is decent in that area. Of course, you got 5% risk areas too, and then that big level 1 threat, which if you're in the green regarding tornadoes, it's very low odds. Let's see here. Benny Smith says, hello, I'm a new subscriber and is wondering if Dublin, Georgia was included in any watches or warnings. Let's see here. Dublin. Hopefully I'm spelling this right. There we go. Dublin. Nice. Okay. So for you, my friend, let's see here. So yeah, we are in the threat for severe weather today. Let's see what level. So you're in the level 1 threat. So the odds of you seeing severe weather is pretty low today, about a 5% chance. So within 25 miles of you, there's a 5% chance that severe weather could happen. Within within 25 miles, obviously. The odds of, seeing severe weather is, pretty low. There is that possibility. Now, right now, all you're really seeing is just a bit of moderate rainfall, a bit of heavy rain, moderate to heavy rainfall. There could be a little bit of thunder involved in this. But honestly, like I was saying, I think you're relatively good to go for right now. But yeah, pretty low odds. It's nothing to stress over. In which you should be good. Absolutely. Let's see here. But yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, my friend. Just keep an eye on it. We'll watch it. Let's see here. Charlene says, how is Louisville, Kentucky? Looking for tomorrow. Gotcha. You mean like today? Like Thursday? But Louisville, yeah, we do have a little threat for severe weather. It's a little bit more of a greater threat towards like Lexington, Frankfort area. But yeah, eastern Louisville, we do have a slight risk, level 2 threat. Right now, a couple of showers. Let me bring up the models here and see whenever storms are supposed to kind of spark off there. Yeah, so today's greatest concern, like I was mentioning, is going to be out there towards like Ohio. Yeah, so you can kind of see here throughout the afternoon. So this is right between like 2 and 4 p.m. We could be getting a bit of thunderstorm activity out there. A couple strong to potentially severe storms we'll keep an eye out there for. But yeah, so once again, I mean, wouldn't worry about it, but just keep it on the radar, keep it on the weather throughout the day, and obviously if there's a warning that does somehow get issued, just take action accordingly. But it's nothing I would freak out about. Becky, thank you so much for becoming a tropical stormer. I appreciate that. Big shout out goes to you, Becky. That's awesome. Welcome aboard, my friend, and thank you once again. That's awesome. That is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you very, very much. Let's hope no tornadoes. Yeah, hopefully not. We've had a lot of nasty weather lately. Last thing we want is any more of those. Stephanie says, I really appreciate that you check areas for people. Yeah, no problem, especially at night when things can be rough. I do not call it anyone else, but you go above and beyond. Well, thank you, Stephanie. I try to do the best I can. I might not be the best of weather YouTubers out there, but I certainly do try my best. And like I said, I try to be there whenever I can. Like I was saying yesterday, I did 7-hour coverage, and I got some sleep, and I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I might hop back live for a little bit. I wanted to be live here because I know that there is people that are up at night worried about the weather, and so I decided I was going to go live here. That way, if anybody had any questions, that they'd have a chance of being answered. Holy cow. Yeah, we're getting a lot of flooding reports coming through now in Tallahassee. Look at that. So let's see. 911 call center reported significant flooding at Tharp and Trimble Road. Let's see. Railroad crossing on West Tennessee Street. Pensacola Street. Escamba Street. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding going on in Tallahassee there. Yeah, we have a considerable flash flood warning for these regions. It doesn't say how much, though. It doesn't really say how much has fallen here, but there is something I can do, and let me see what I can do about all that. Let's see. We're going to hop over here to Panama City radar. Unfortunately, like I was saying, our Tallahassee radar's down. Storm total precip. Here we go. Now, take this with a grain of salt. This is not really the best way of looking at things, but yeah, it looks like we probably got about like 3 or 4 inches of rainfall out there by Tallahassee, according to radar. Very interesting. So yeah, a lot of rain, especially for those low-lying areas, how it just kind of collects, runs down the hills and stuff like that. Let's see. Scott says, good morning, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Saying my daughter lives in Lexington, South Carolina. How do I think they'll look later today? Please and thank you. No problem. So you said for Lexington, South Carolina. Gotcha. So the good news is that South Carolina does not have that much of a big threat today. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, so we're in a level 1 threat, which is basically the lowest in severity threat. So basically, the way this works here is that your daughter has a 5% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of her location. So the odds, like I was saying, of seeing severe weather is pretty low. Let's see here, the probabilities. Actually, probably this would be more efficient if I do it this way. If I bring up this SPC here. That way I can kind of go over the whole area here. Yeah, so South Carolina, so she's like right in here. So we got a 2% chance for tornadoes, lowest threat possible. Like I said, I wouldn't freak out about it. But, you know, obviously make sure she has a way that if there was a tornado warning to you know, receive that. But like I said, the odds of that is extremely low. Now, whenever it comes to damaging winds, we got a 5% chance. Winds could be right on the threshold of about 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And hail, not a concern. So just watch out there for gusty winds and a very small tornado threat. The odds, like I said, of her getting a tornado is extremely low. So honestly, nothing really concerning. Now, today's tornado threat is pretty big out there in eastern Ohio, as we were talking. Like I said, 10% risk in western West Virginia. We got a decent risk for tornadoes out here. The 5% is still kind of a low-end threat, but it's a little bit of a. I consider it still decent tornado threat, but the green is just a kind of a really low-end threat. But yeah, there's really two areas here where tornadoes will be heightened in probability. Out there by like Florida, Georgia, southern South Carolina, and places out there by like the eastern Ohio Valley overall. Let's see here. Let's see, Fort Wayne. Yeah, a lot of Indiana is good. How is Ocala, Florida? Let's see here. I think Ocala is... Yeah, you guys are in a slight risk here for today. Let me bring up that radar view and see what we got going on. Yeah, Ocala's pretty clear right now. We just got to watch that front later on this afternoon as it will be rolling through, and we'll be bringing that potential for severe weather. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll be getting that front kind of rolling through between like noon and 2 p.m. So anywhere between 12 and 2. That's when we'll be seeing that rolling through there. Let's see here. How's it looking for Douglas, Georgia? Let's see here. Let me hop back to radar. Douglas, Georgia. Let's see here. Here we go. It took me a minute. I was like, holy cow. So yeah, you're actually in a slight risk today. So you're in a decent shot for severe weather. A level 2 out of 5 severe weather threat. So, you want to be weather aware today. Let's see here. You got a 5% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance for damaging winds, and no chance for hail. So within 25 miles of you, there's a 15% chance that somewhere within 25 miles of you could see damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Now, when it comes to tornado probability, that is like I said, a 5% chance. So same thing, within 25 miles of you, there's a 5% chance that a tornado could drop somewhere in that region. So if you think about it, 5% chance within 25 miles of you, not even guaranteeing it's going to be at you, just somewhere within 25 miles, it's a pretty low threat. Pretty low threat overall. So don't stress over it. But, just remain actively weather aware today. Just watch the radar, keep an eye on the storms, and honestly, like I said, just if you get a warning, just take action accordingly. But, yeah, like I said, the odds of anything super crazy going on is still fairly low. Let's see here. Any severe storms in Dalonga? I don't know how you say that, Jennifer. Let's see here. How do you spell that? Dahlonega. See, Dalonga, Georgia. No, actually, it looks like you're pretty good. Yeah, so the light green basically is just representing that there is a chance for a couple thunderstorms, but they're not expected to be severe. So that's good news. So we're not expecting any severe weather out there. The severe storms should remain mostly to your southeast. So honestly, there's going to be the potential, let's be real, there's going to be a potential for a couple thunderstorms today, but they're not expected to be anything damaging or severe. So should be good. Should be good. Let's see here. A Christian says, will we be getting severe weather next week because of the warm weather? Yeah, so Monday we're watching another system, as I was talking about here. Let's see here. So there you go. So this is next week's system here for Monday. And as of right now, all of these areas are at risk for severe weather coming up Monday. So we got like northern Texas, we got Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, portions of Missouri, and Arkansas included in the risk. Now, when it comes to it, you might have noticed that other area, the orange area, that is where we have the greatest potential of severe weather, and also the nastiest of that severe weather is going to be within that region more than likely. So just really this entire area needs to watch out in the central plains, central southern plains, and portions of the Midwest here coming up for Monday, this Monday. So we'll need to be a little weather aware then. We'll talk a lot about it. After this system rolls through. Like I said, we're just kind of focusing on the current active threat for severe weather, and then of course, as we continue to progress down in time, we'll talk more about that overall. Let's see here. Anyways, let's see here. Susan said, what about Newark, Ohio? Let's see. Newark, Ohio. Okay, so yeah, you're in a slight risk, my friend. So you are in the severe weather threat for today. So you're going to want to be actively weather aware. Let's see, you're slightly east of Columbus, so you're like right here, right there. So we got ourselves a 5% chance for tornadoes. Let's see here, 15% chance for damaging winds and a 5% chance for hail. So within 25 miles of you, like I was explaining, there's a 5% chance of a tornado happening, in that surrounding area. In terms of damaging winds, we got ourselves a 15% chance. So, 15% chance of damaging winds occurring up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, essentially, and a 5% chance for hail up to quarter size. Really, pretty low threats regarding the hail overall. But yeah, mostly just watch out there for some gusty winds and maybe an isolated tornado or two nearby. But like I said, don't stress over it. Don't freak out about it. Like I said, it'll all be all right, my friend. Let's see here. Everyday says, hey, I'm new here. Hi, everyone. My mother in Orlando, Florida. Can you give me information? Well, obviously, glad to have you here. Everyday. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, Orlando is in the slight risk. I just realized I actually pushed that slightly to the south here. So it really depends, because like southern Orlando's in that level 1 marginal risk, and like I said, northern kind of western Orlando's in that level 2 slight risk. Let's see here. So yeah, the probability for tornadoes out there, we have ourselves a 5% chance in the yellow and a 2% chance across the green. So pretty low. Nothing super crazy regarding tornadic activity. The odds of Orlando getting a tornado is not very likely per se. Also, yeah, you have a greater chance of seeing some damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So that's kind of the main thing. We got to watch out there for some, damaging winds up to 60. Like I was saying, maybe a little bit of isolated tornadic activity. The odds, like I said, is pretty low overall, which, it's really nothing that I would really worry about, to be honest with you. But, yeah, we'll definitely just keep an eye on it. Let's see here. You're very welcome, Jennifer. Let's see. Captain says, we dance all night into the best channel ever. We knew every line, but I can't remember how it goes. Is that like a song or something, Captain? Man. Let's see. Will there be bad storm tonight in Mississippi? No. Yeah. No, the good news is that, Mississippi already experienced all their severe weather, thankfully. Yeah, so we're pretty much good out there by Mississippi. There's no active threat for you guys. So we are looking good. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, today's biggest concern, guys, is going to be out there towards like eastern Ohio and like western West Virginia overall. Let's see. Daniel says, thanks so much for the stream. You're very welcome. I live in Key West, Florida, but I'm a little concerned about my family in Ravenswood, West Virginia. Thoughts? Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Daniel. Let's see. Ravenswood, West Virginia. Let's see. We got. Okay. So, yeah, Ravenswood is in that enhanced risk, which is the biggest, shot for severe weather today. So the probabilities is a 10% chance of tornadoes. So that is a decent tornado threat. So you need to, you need to tell them to be actively weather aware today. So like I was explaining, within 25 miles of their location, there's a 10% chance that a tornado could drop in that region. So the odds, if you really think about it, is still not in favor. Still very, very low odds of, specifically them getting a tornado. But they do need to watch out for it. And like I said, I wouldn't worry about it, but I would just watch the weather throughout today. As, like I said, tornadoes does seem to be a possibility. Damaging winds, we got a 15% chance there for damaging wind gusts. Like we were talking about, up to 60 mile per hour winds is a possibility here. And let's see here, hail. Yeah, hail's a low threat, really nothing to worry about. Up to quarter hail, 5%. So, yeah, odds are not really. Actually, you have a greater shot at tornadoes than you do hail, unfortunately. But like I said, honestly, the odds are still, like I said, specifically low for one specific person to see a tornado. But as a collective, there's a possibility of a couple tornadoes in that area. In which they just need to be actively weather aware and just have a way to receive those warnings. That way, if one does get issued, of course, we'll be able to take action based off of that. So, but yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's what's going on out there. Let's see. We're gonna scroll down. My sister's in Tallahassee right now. How's it looking? Let's see here. Tallahassee, I think. Yeah, like I said, we've been watching Tallahassee here. We got a lot of flooding. So yeah. Oh wow, that's flash flood emergency they issued. Holy cow. Okay, y'all. So yeah, this just got a little crazy here. Let me turn on our warnings again. Goodness. So yeah, Tallahassee. My bad. We do got ourselves a flash flood emergency. That is a pretty big deal. So definitely would check up on them if you know anybody out there in Tallahassee, like I was saying, for anybody specifically. Because, like I said, Tallahassee right now is currently experiencing a bit of a nasty flooding scenario going on here. Particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Life-threatening flash flooding. Let's see here. Of low water crossings, small creeks and stream, urban areas, highway streets, and underpasses. Wow. Yeah, so the problem with Tallahassee right now is that we're just continuing to see a lot of heavy rainfall and a lot of thunderstorm activity over, like I was saying, a lot of heavy thunderstorm activity over a long period of time. Because this thing's moving pretty slow. Like I said, this thing's barely moving. In which, at this point, it's like, it's definitely very, very rainy out there. So, yeah, so if you live in a low-lying area out there by Tallahassee, just keep an eye on it. Yeah, that's a flash flood emergency. That's pretty big, heavy stuff. So just be extra careful out there. Let's see. I'm in Apalachicola. Gotcha. How will Moultrie, Georgia, fare today? Please and thank you. No problem. Let's see here. Moultrie, Georgia. Okay, so you're in a slight risk out. Level 2 threat. You're on the edge of it, though. Yeah, so you're on that level 2 severe weather threat for today. Let's see here. So for Moultrie, I think we got I want to say 5%. Yeah, 5% chance for tornadoes today. You're actually at a flash flood warning, too. I want to go ahead and address that. But yeah, 5% chance for tornadoes today. So within 25 miles of you, there's a 5% chance a tornado could drop. In terms of damaging winds, you're in a 15% chance. Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible. 15% chance of that. And hail, not a concern. So, yeah, just watch out for mostly just gusty winds and maybe an isolated tornado or two in that vicinity. But honestly, like I said, I think I think a lot of your concern is you should be pretty good, honestly. Do eclipses ever have anything to do with the weather? Yeah, they do, actually. Eclipses, actually, here's the thing. I measured the weather during the last eclipse we just had, and there's definitely some impacts with it. It lowers the temperature, it spikes the winds, and does all kinds of funky stuff. And I've had some really interesting data I collected with it. I built a mesonet, we call it, which is basically a scientific grade weather station. Here, I'll show you guys a picture of my station. This is my mesonet. So it's yeah, it doesn't look like your average outside weather station. No, because this is like scientific grade equipment I've saved up for. Several $1,000s went into this thing, but so I was doing research with it, and there is a very obvious interaction. I wasn't even in the totality either. I was in about half of the partial, so only half of the moon was covering the sun. But even then, the temperature dropped like 5 degrees, which was crazy. In which even that drop in the temperature does affect the weather for sure. It does. It does. Let's see here. But yeah, so I did do that. It was actually pretty cool to see how that solar eclipse happened, or how it kind of interacted with the weather there. Alrighty. Let's see here. So let's see. Tomorrow is a bit of a lookout. So we do have a little marginal tomorrow, which is interesting. I noticed out there in eastern Oregon. So to my Pacific Northwest folks out there, let's see, in eastern Oregon, western Idaho, and northern Nevada, we got ourselves a little marginal risk here for tomorrow. Yeah, no tornadoes, 5% for wind, 5% for hail. Yeah, so nothing big. I just thought I'd mention that because, people out there in the Pacific Northwest, we have a little bit of a threat tomorrow for severe weather. But thankfully, this storm system will be done by then. But then, like I was saying, guys, we are watching out for next Monday. Another severe weather event is scheduled to kick off here Monday across northern Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Iowa. So we'll be weather aware out there. Let's see here. I'm going to go through my questions, see if I didn't skip any. Yeah, I'm not trying to skip any questions, guys. If I accidentally go over your question, don't take it personally. It's just I'm trying to keep up with everybody here. But like I said, y'all, if there's anything I can do to help y'all out, feel free to let me know. What about St. Augustine today? Good question. Let's see here. St. Augustine, yeah, so we got a slight risk today, which is that level 2 threat. So we got ourselves a 5% chance for tornadoes. So, like I said, it's a decent tornado probability, but like I said, still pretty low odds, for being quite frank with you. So, yeah, we got ourselves so 5% chance for tornadoes, 15% chance for damaging winds. So, basically, within 25 miles of us, we have ourselves a 15% chance of seeing damaging wind gusts out of these storms, potentially getting up to 60 miles per hour. Now, with hail, on the other hand, hail's not a concern, thankfully. So it's just mostly a wind threat followed by an isolated tornado threat there, too. So yeah. Let's see, Divas says, please hit that like button to share the channel. Thank you, Divas. I appreciate it. I'm not like your average YouTuber, guys. I'm not going to shove it down your throat and be like, subscribe right now. But, yeah, at least consider subscribing, guys. I mean, like I said, what we do here, I try my best to help save lives and try to help out people as much as possible. So if you guys could consider subscribing, it's free. It helps out the channel, and it actually boosts the YouTube algorithm, which helps, helps us out a lot. So just consider subscribing. Like I said, if you want to continue to be updated, turn on the post notifications too, and leave a like. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys, as that will definitely, like I said, keep you guys weather aware, keep you guys updated. So just consider subscribing, y'all. Like I said, that's all I'm going to tell you is just consider it. But honestly, I understand. If not, I get it. Let's see here. But anyways, you're very welcome, my friend. No problem. No problem. Yeah, we got a lot of flooding reports coming through. Wow, look at this. National Weather Service employee on the way to fix KTLH radar reported 1 to 2 feet of water. Holy cow. That was at 7:13 UTC. So, wow, dude. That is... So apparently, this report here says that there is a Weather Service employee on the way to fix the radar. Is it even up yet? Yeah, no. Oh, hold on a minute. Actually, is this thing? No, it's not up. Yeah, definitely. Definitely not up. Yeah, something happened to the Tallahassee radar. It's not responding anymore. So they said they sent a weather service employee out to go check it out. Let's see what's going on with it. But yeah, 1 to 2 foot of water there apparently was reported too on the way there. Let's see. Overbuilt says, when I was a teenager in 1996, I got a Casio weather station, which had all the goodies like, $100, but I got it at a junk store, $15, worked great, but one LED out, not import one. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so like I said, the one that I made, it's not like a normal consumer weather station. While those, they give you a rough idea of what the weather is like around you, they're not very accurate. They're really not. So those weather stations you buy like on Amazon and stuff, they're not very accurate. So that's why I built this one. Me and my friend, we built it, is because it's scientific grade. It's like top industrial type of equipment we got going on here. But yeah, so that I'm using that for research. So when I'm not streaming, I'm doing severe weather research, like studying the microenvironments of the atmosphere and studying just a bunch of things. Sea breezes here in Florida, frontal passages, all kinds of weather, hurricanes, of course. So yeah. Let's see here. What is an estimated time for the storm to arrive in Ravenswood, West Virginia, in Ohio Valley? Thanks again. No problem, Daniel. So yeah. Okay. So I remember you were out here, where you had your family that was out here. Let's see here. I'm gonna load this up here for you guys. Okay. So it looks like some of the heaviest is gonna be rolling through here by right around mid-noon. It really is going to be storming throughout the day. It looks like it could start here in the late morning here overall. Yeah, so basically here in the late morning, going through the afternoon into the evening. Most of it should be out by midnight. Yeah, so it's just going to be kind of a day of continuous thunderstorms. This is much better than TikTok. Don't even get me started. Let's see here. See, that's a lot of you accomplished. Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of money too. It hurt the wallet for sure. Yeah, that research grade station I made. If you guys are just joining, this is what I'm talking about. This is a station I built. It's a weather station, scientific grade station, and it's like hyper accurate, but it's super. It was expensive. It's like I spent like a little over $3,000 on it. That wind meter alone is over $1,000. It's like, so yeah. While it's hurting a little bit from it, but it'll definitely come in handy. Like whenever hurricane season and storm season really ramps up down here in Florida, which it's getting there for sure. Let's see here. What about Statesville, North Carolina? Let's see here. I'm going to bring this back up here. Statesville, North Carolina. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so we're at a marginal risk, my friend. Level 1 threat. Yeah, so the odds of you getting severe weather is pretty low. It's nothing to stress over, really. 2% tornado threat. So really just across the entire state of North Carolina today, there is a potential for a tornado or two to occur in the state. The odds of you getting a severe, like I said, a tornado is pretty low. So, and even if we did get tornadic activity, it would be low end. It likely wouldn't be anything super strong. Maybe brief, weak tornado. Once again, don't stress over it. But still remain weather aware. Keep an eye on it because there's going to be the possibility for a couple severe storms rolling through. 5% chance for damaging winds. So up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts and no hail. Yeah, we're not expecting any severe hail today. So that's That's obviously good news. I'm happy about all that. I'm sure you are as well. Let's see here. See, good gosh, just got off work figuring. Let's see here. My worry today, Northeast Ohio is beginning around 2. What's up with that screen? So, yeah, so like I said, Ohio is one of the heaviest areas we're watching for today. The greatest threat for severe weather today will occur out here in eastern Ohio, as well as western West Virginia there. Oh, we probably could draw that a little better there. Yeah, so you can see that orange area. So that's our level 3 threat. That's our enhanced risk. That is where we have that the greatest shot for severe weather. So across the enhanced risk, we got ourselves a 10% chance for tornadoes. This is what we call a non-sig threat. Basically just saying here that there is a possibility we could see, within 25 miles of a given area. So once again, within 25 miles of for some area, there is a 10% chance that a tornado could drop in that region. So the odds, like I was saying, is greater than any other area here today. So we definitely need to be a little extra weather aware in eastern Ohio and western portions of West Virginia. So just be a little extra weather aware today. Also, yeah, whenever it comes to damaging winds and stuff, that's also a bit of a concern. 15% chance, wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible, and hail, small hail threat up to quarter size. Nothing wild regarding hail. But yeah, your main concern to watch out there for is mostly damaging winds, following by that those tornado threats. So we'll see. Let's see. My older brother is a ham radio license. Nice. So he spent the last at least $30K on them. He collects. Wow. Yeah, they're pretty expensive hobbies. For sure. Hobbies can be very expensive. They very, very much can. Let's see here. I'm worried because I lost my homeowner's insurance in a lapse. Ooh. Sorry to hear that. But, honestly, like I was saying, more than likely you're going to be perfectly fine after this. I mean, we get these events all the time throughout these areas. And, once again, while it is definitely possible for severe weather, once again, the odds of you getting severe thunderstorm activity is not the highest. It's really not too likely for one specific area. Now, as an area in general, like a general area around you, it's a pretty good probability. But once again, for you specifically to be impacted by a tornado, it's still pretty low. So, like I said, it'll be all right. We'll get through this, my friend. Kevin says one thing I don't understand when the news shows actual tornado video, but they say, take a look at the video of a possible tornado. What else will be spinning cloud on the ground? Yeah. So, yeah, to be classified as a tornado, you must have visible dust being kicked up on the bottom of, on the surface. Yeah, so sometimes you can have a clear condensation funnel to where basically it looks like it's just clear, but you see a bunch of dust being kicked up on the bottom of the ground, in which that would be a tornado still. Let's see here. Diva says, is the right screen today? What? Oh, here? Yes. Yeah, this is today's threat. Yep, so all the way down from basically south central Florida, going through the mid-Atlantic, through portions of the Tennessee, Ohio Valley here, and as far north as almost Buffalo. But yeah, by far the greatest threat today is going to be across the Ohio Valley there. The 10% chance for tornadoes as we're kind of watching a cyclone roll its way through that region here, which I'll show y'all on the models here. I'm going to bring you guys over here to this. Actually, I might just full screen this with you guys. Just make it look a little bit better. Yeah, so like I was mentioning here, you can kind of see as we work way down in time, got that kind of counterclockwise circulation to it, so that's going to basically allow for the winds there to be strong. So our low pressure system is right over here towards Ohio, and we got those lower level jets, low level winds increasing, overall. Because that'll allow for potential lower level spin in the atmosphere to occur. We got a slight change in wind direction with altitude as well, so that changing is going to allow for maybe just a little bit of stuff going on there. little bit of severe weather activity, in which you can actually see we have ourselves like this little pocket here of instability, according to this model, which that's going to be where we have that greatest concern overall. Let's see here. Taylor says you're my favorite next to Ryan because you're always answering me and my questions. Well, I'm glad to help out, Taylor. Definitely glad to help out. And, not as big, nearly as big as Ryan, but we both do similar work here in terms of keeping the general public safe. So no matter who's doing it, honestly, it's just good to get the word out there. Let's see. Good morning. It's been a while since I've talked to you. What's my name again? Andrew. My name's Andrew. Yeah. But, the general goal, like I was saying, is just to get that word out there and just spread awareness, really. And, that's why I say it's very important if you guys could, consider subscribing and, sharing. It helps, obviously, reach more people, and which potentially could save lives. I mean, you guys could be a big part of that by helping push that out there. Let's see here. Vernell says Oxford, Mississippi tonight. Let's look. Let's see. Here, let me hop back to my main panel here. Let's see, Oxford. Okay, so you. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, we're good out here in Mississippi. Yeah. So we already got all of our severe weather concern out of the way. So I'm happy to tell you that we're good. We're not even in a thunderstorm threat, so there's not even really a shot for like thunderstorms and stuff like that. So honestly, we are looking pretty good. Actually, we do. That's weird. We do got a couple thunderstorms actually nearby. That is. We're not even in a thunderstorm threat. That's weird. Well, there you go. A couple thunderstorms nearby. Honestly, though, they're not concerning. They're nothing severe. Just maybe a few booms of thunder here and there, a bit of moderate, heavy rainfall. But yeah, that's really all you're going to probably see out of those. So, yeah. Should be good, my friend. Let's see here. What about Hinesville, Georgia? Dude, I swear there's so many people in Hinesville. I think you're like the third person today from Hinesville, Georgia. But I am glad to help out. Let's see. Hinesville, Georgia. Let's see. Hinesville, Georgia. Let's take a look at here, my friends. Okay, so you're in that kind of middle threat for today. It's called a slight risk, a level 2 severe weather threat. So scale goes to 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, 1 being the lowest severe concern. But regardless, the level, whatever level you're in, it's still a damaging storm threat. You're in a level 2, so you're kind of on the lower side of the spectrum. But like I said, it's still like I said it's still a decent shot for severe weather. Now, tornado probability, we got ourselves a 5% chance. So within 25 miles of your location, there's a 5% chance that a tornado could drop in that region there. Now, let's see. We're going to hop over to different cameras. Let's try one of these guys. So, yeah, the 5% chance for tornadoes, which, like I said, I wouldn't stress over it. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but just keep an eye on it, of course. Keep an eye on the weather throughout the day. Damaging winds, though, that's kind of your main concern. We've got a 15% chance here regarding damaging winds. So there's a possibility that some of these thunderstorms for today could produce some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to, like I was saying, damaging wind gusts up here to 60 miles per hour. So just some gusts up to 60 possible. It's kind of what we're looking out there for. Let's see. Kevin says, I'm in Lawrenceburg, Georgia. It was really windy earlier, but stopped. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be, like I said, we're definitely going to be, seeing a bit of windy conditions here for today. We're actually watching the models here earlier, which we'll go ahead and load back up for you guys. Wind gusts. Let's go ahead and turn off the SPC outlook for a minute. So, yeah. So regarding our wind gusts here for today, it's definitely going to get a little gusty in some areas, especially in the deep south by North and South Carolina there. Go ahead and make this a little better for viewing here. There you go. So, yeah, you can kind of see here, as we work way down in time, you can see that front push there, in which, we're going to see ourselves bit of an increase in those wind speeds in like Florida and throughout portions like, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina there. That's where you're mostly going to feel those winds, is in a lot of these areas here. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty windy in those areas today. As, we're getting that front pushing through, the rapid change in pressure, which that will allow for those winds to really pick up for today. So we'll definitely be expecting that. So just keep that on the option of the menu for today, as we are going to be seeing a bit of heavy winds and stuff like that today. So. What about Jacksonville? Yeah, so Jacksonville's in the threat for today. We have a level 2 threat, 5% chance for tornadoes, 15% chance for damaging winds, and no hail threat. So, once again, tornado probability. Within 25 miles of Jacksonville, there's a 5% chance a tornado could drop in that area. So, if you look at it the other way, it's a 95% chance that we won't see a tornado in that area within 25 miles of Jacksonville. Now, damaging winds, that's a 15% chance. So, it's obviously a little bit more greater probability here. So, yeah, we mostly got to look out for those damaging wind gusts and maybe an isolated tornado or two, theoretically possible. But, like I said, I wouldn't really stress over that tornado threat. But, just for safety, be weather aware, keep an eye on it. Let's see. Renee says, just got here. What's up? Let's see. Andrew, what is Ohio 45102 looking like? 45102. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Okay, so it's Cincinnati. We'll bring up our level update 1 threat here. Okay, so you're at a slight risk, my friend, level 2 threat for today. Let's see, your 2% chance for tornado. So you got the lowest tornado threat for today, which is good. I wouldn't stress over that. Your main thing is damaging wind gusts. Yeah, up to 60 mile per hour winds overall. So just look out for some gusty winds up to 60 on some of the storms. And you actually have a 5% chance for hail, which, like I said, pretty low. Maybe up to quarter size being possible. But, yeah, mostly just going to watch out for those gusty winds today. That's kind of what we're kind of the main concern there. Let's see here. Let's see. You're appreciated, Andrew, for being on non-traditional time. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. So when do I think the models show now that Ohio uptick impact will start to occur? So, yeah, from the models, it was looking to be... let's see, we'll hop over to HRRR here to kind of get an idea whenever things will start to fire off. So, yeah, it was looking like right around, honestly, it kind of seems like maybe like a mid-afternoon, late or early evening threat. It looks like we're going to start getting a lot of rain in that area here, like right around early afternoon, but... it's really like this stuff we got to watch out for. Probably early evening. Early evening is, I think, probably when we're going to see the heaviest of that threat, to be honest with you. That's where we have the greatest instability out there and the highest wind shear and stuff. Let's see. Bring up our cape here. This is basically the thunderstorm juice, y'all. Basically the fuel in the thunderstorms here. Yeah, so that greatest open window is going to be right around 5, 6 p.m. Eastern. So kind of right there in the early evening, essentially. Let's see. Do I think we'll have a tornado watch at some point near in Jacksonville? So they usually do issue watches for 5% tornado risk areas, I've noticed. And Jacksonville is in that region. I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a watch of some sort out there today. We'll see, though. Obviously, that's totally up to the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center. But, when it comes to it, like I was saying, it's honestly, it's totally up to them, really, at this point. We'll just have to see how things go. Let's see. Becky coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Becky. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Saying, how's Bethlehem, Georgia, between Lawrence and Athens off Highway 316 looking like the rest of the day? Thanks, Andrew, for being here for those night owls. Thank you, Becky. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the $10, my friend. That is very, very nice of you. Of course. Let's see here. So you're out there by Bethlehem. Is it Bethlehem? Bethlehem, maybe? Let's see here. Bethlehem, Georgia. Okay, here we go. So the good news is that we are not in the severe weather concern for the Bethlehem region. Once again, I'm not good with pronunciations. But yeah, so a couple thunderstorms still possible, but we're not expecting, like I said, we're not expecting any severe weather out there. Yeah, most of that will be to your south and to your east. Let's see, between Lawrenceville and Athens. So yeah, you're looking pretty good. I really wouldn't expect much severe weather today, but there is going to be that possibility of maybe, like I said, an isolated thunderstorm or two. But honestly, regarding severity and stuff like that, there is really no concerns for you right now. So you can, like I said, you are pretty good. You're pretty good. So I wouldn't worry about it. Once again, Becky, thank you so much for the 10. That is very, very nice. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Seriously, generally so much for that. That is awesome. Now I know what the SPC means. Yeah. So SPC, Storm Prediction Center, WPC, Weather Prediction Center, CPC, Climate Prediction Center. The more you learn something every day, I guess. So there you go, Kevin. Now you know what all of those mean. Okay. Let's do a little radar update here for y'alls. See what we got going on there. So still really heavy rain going out there. Most of it's east of Tallahassee now, which is good. But we're still seeing a bunch of a bit of little spurts of moderate rainfall out there. But we've had a lot of flooding roll through that area. Oh, also really picking up out there towards that radar site near south central Georgia. Let's see, heading right towards Valdosta, towards Dasher, Lake Park area. Let's see here, heading towards Naylor. Let's see here. Yeah, velocity definitely looks like it's picking up a bit more stronger. Look at that. See how the blue is really picking up there? More than likely, that's a bit of gusty wind starting to kind of show up here on the radar. Because it's measuring the movement of those raindrops. That's what radar does. Is it's measuring the direction and stuff like that of the raindrops and how fast they're moving and all, which is very neat. And it looks like they're increasing. It also could be because the storm's getting closer to radar site, so we're scanning a little lower in the atmosphere. But regardless, it definitely looks like it is getting a little gusty out there. So Stockton, Naylor, Howell, yeah, heads up to you guys. It could be a little gusty, but as of now, there's no severe warning for y'all out there. As of right now, it's not currently severe warned, but we do got a bit of a flash flooding concern out in some of those regions there. Let's see here. Let's see, Valdosta. Gotcha. Man, oh man. Let's see here. Do I have any? I don't know if I have Georgia cameras. Do I have any Georgia cameras? Got Florida cams. Oh, I think we got some Georgia cams. Let's see what we got going on down here. Valdosta. I think we do got cameras over here, y'all. I think we are coming in luck here. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Give it a second to load here. But yeah, we got some cameras out there where that storm's rolling through. If it'll if it'll even load. Come on, buddy. But that southern one there. Is that southern one going to load? There we go. We got that one. Hey, you know what? That's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Let's see here. Yep, I'm using Radar Omega. This one's GR2, actually. This is better for analysis and stuff. Thank you for showing us that prediction. I showed earlier last night. Now I can sleep. Love your weather dedication, honestly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like the bandwidth on that camera is probably not the best. Let's try this one. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Darlene coming in with a Cashapp donation of $5. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's see if there's a note attached to it. Thank you so much, Darlene. I appreciate the 5. Yeah, there was no attached note to it. Thank you. Big shout out goes to you, Darlene. Thank you so much for the $5 on Cash App. You absolutely rock, my friend. Thank you for the support. That'll definitely help go to the channel, help pay for my radar programs, and really help me out. So thank you so much for that. That is greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Yeah, you can really see that line there. Let's see. Oso says, what about 30176? Been without power since 9 p.m. Wow. Let's see here. Is it 30176 here, Georgia? So, yeah, you're good. There's no more severe weather expected. Yep, so look at that. So, yeah, your county does have about 1,000 people out of 15,000 people. So you're one of those lucky 1 in 15 chances of being without power right now. So, you know. Let's see. Scott says, thank you. Andrew, darling, is my wife. I don't have Cashapp. Oh, well, thank you, guys. I appreciate that very much. Definitely very sweet of you. Y'all didn't have to do that. But yeah, no, you're about 1,000 people out without power. Atlanta apparently got a lot of their power back from what it looks like in the last update. Let's see. Yeah, Georgia's definitely suffering from a lot of power outages right now. Same thing with Louisiana too. Like state of Georgia right now, we got about 50,000 people without power. Louisiana about 78,000. Let's see. Scott says, I appreciate you giving me info about Lexington. No problem. Anytime. Oso says, thank you. No problem. How are we looking for Darlington, South Carolina? Okay, let me get rid of the power outage thing real quickly. Let's see, my friend. Darlington, South Carolina. Here we go. Okay, so we're in a marginal, which is the lowest threat for severe weather. So the odds of severe weather out here is pretty low, although theoretically still possible. So within 25 miles of you, there is a 2% chance that a tornado could drop. Even if there was, worst case scenario, one to happen, more than likely it would be weak and low, kind of low end, considering there's not very strong, lower level wind shear or anything like that out there. Just really not enough to support that that heavy tornadic stuff. So you should be pretty good. Low chances. No hail threat, which is good, and little chance for damaging wind gusts. About a 5% chance within 25 miles of you of seeing some storms produce some gusty winds up to, like I was saying, up to basically 60 mile per hour winds. So just gotta watch out there for that. Let's see here. Let me see. Did I check out? Or, hold on, Andrew. Did you check Augusta? I did not. Was that Augusta, Georgia? Yeah, Augusta's got a level 1 threat, my friend, for today, which is a 2% TOR and 5% wind. Which, like I said, it's nothing to stress out over, really. It's a low end threat. But like I said, just have a way to receive weather warnings. I'd recommend y'all have a weather radio. I have plenty of them, more than enough, and actually have one right here. This one's considered a rare radio. The one I have, specifically this model, it's a version 2. Not that anybody would know that, but it's a rare one per se. But yeah, there's a lot of weather radios out there you guys can get, which could save your life, which is very important. So just have a way to receive warnings, of course. You're very welcome, Divas. No problem. Glad to help out. Anytime, y'all. And like I was saying, guys, if there's anything I can do to help y'all out, feel free to let me know. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Consider leaving a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. That way you guys can stay weather aware. Plus, it'll help YouTube push this out here, in which we could obviously help people out more. So thank you guys once again for being here. Let's see here. But yeah, guys, like I said, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to let me know. So a little bit of an update. If y'all know anybody out there in Tallahassee, like I said, we have a flash flood emergency going on out there. Let me actually, you know what? I just realized. Let's hop back to Tallahassee cameras in Florida, though we can see if there's any flooding visible on the cams. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't have many in the actual city. Most of those are up on Interstate 10, just to the north of Tallahassee. Yeah, there's really not much to see here, unfortunately. But yeah, no, Tallahassee is definitely getting hit pretty good out there. Let's see here. Got some cameras by Stockton. Hopefully this one will work here. Yeah, some of these cameras don't like to work for some reason. I don't know if it's like a poor maintenance or outages or just simply not want to load. And there we go. We'll keep it on that one for now. We shall keep it on that one. Anyways, so once again, you guys, like I said here for today, regarding later on, whenever it comes to it, we got ourselves an enhanced risk today. So later on today, later on this evening, we're going to be talking a pretty decent potential regarding severe weather up there in eastern Ohio, western West Virginia there. A little sliver of northeastern Kentucky and a very small sliver of southwestern Pennsylvania. So we'll definitely keep it out there for that. But yeah, 10% chance for tornadoes today. Non-sig risk, so tornadoes shouldn't be EF2 plus. They should be kind of on the lower scale, hopefully. Which yeah, it doesn't look like we have strong enough winds to really support those big tornadoes and stuff like that overall. But yeah, so that's that. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, we got a donation coming in here from Cheryl. Thank you so much for the 5. Saying, see, thanks for all you do. Well, thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. Coming in with a $5 donation on Cashapp. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. Also, Mike coming in with a $10 super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that very much. Guys, thank you all so much. Please know you don't have to donate here. It's much appreciated, and it really does help me out a ton. But like I said, just know y'all don't have to do that. But thank you so much. See, Mike says, keep the good work. The female half of the account, Christina. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, guys. Once again, for all the support. You guys are amazing, and I'm truly thankful for it. So thank you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. But yeah, so thank you guys. Honestly. Let's see. Oso says I'm Cheryl. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Oso. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, guys. Or I should say Christina. Thank you all. Appreciate it very much. Let's see. Yeah, these cameras are having a hard time keep up here. They're buffer quite a bit. See, can I overlay radar over here? There we go with the radar. I want to see if I can get a good view in the storm here. So if I hop over, yeah, so it's actually hitting the radar out there by Valdosta. However you say that, Valdosta. You can see it's pretty heavy there, just east of that region. Got a couple cameras by Waycross we could probably look at. They're really not wanting to load here. Yeah, I just think that they're poorly kept up with, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll keep it on that one for now. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Let's see. Dustin says I live in Independence, Kentucky. What is the weather today? Let's see here. Independence, Kentucky. Did I even spell that right? I don't think I did. Oh, shoot. Hold on. There we go. I accidentally pulled up Missouri there for a minute. Yeah, so we got a slight risk today, which is that kind of middle threat for today regarding severe weather activity. The good news is that we have a low-end tornado threat. It's a 2% chance. I wouldn't stress over it, really. I still have a way to receive warnings, like I said. And, keep an eye on the weather throughout the day, but the odds of tornadoes is very low for you. Now, damaging winds, we got ourselves a 15% chance for damaging winds. So basically, within 25 miles of you, there is a 15% chance that we could have damaging wind gusts here, up to 60 miles per hour in terms of wind gusts. We got a small hail threat, 5% chance, up to quarter hail possible. But honestly, I said your main thing you got to look out for is just some gusty winds today on some of those storms. Let's see here. Mike says every bit helps. Want to keep you working. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, it definitely does help. See, Ozzy Jordy says, any threat for Pennsylvania? Yeah, so Pennsylvania does have a little bit of a threat today. Out there in the western side, you can see Central too. Really just depends on where you're at, but the more you go west in Pennsylvania, the greater the concern. Like Pittsburgh's in that level 2 threat. We got like Lock Haven, Driftwood, let's see, Altoona, York. Yeah, you guys are in the level 1 threat. Yeah, the more west you go into Pennsylvania, the greater the threat overall. Thank you, Grant, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Also, Tara recently. Thank you guys very, very much. I really genuinely appreciate that, guys. And like I said, I'll definitely do my best to help keep you all up to date and all weather aware. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of our activity right now is popping off in South Georgia now and portions of the kind of eastern panhandle of Florida. We got quite a bit of lightning detection going on there. Y'all can see those little bolts there. A lot of lightning going on in these regions here. Let's see here. These other boys are passionate diehards. Keep us see things way better than any local news. Only watch you two guys. Andrew is a swell fellow. Thank you. Okay, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate the kind words, guys. You know that does help keep me going. So, like I said, thank you guys seriously for all the kind wishes, all the donations and stuff, y'all. You guys are amazing. Thank you seriously from the bottom of my heart. I love every single one of you, and I'm gonna do my best I can to help keep you guys safe and protected, and most importantly, weather aware, of course. Well, yeah, really just weather aware in general. So, but thank you guys seriously. Let's see. Dustin says, thank you for the update. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Dustin. And like I said, y'all, if there's anything I can do to help out like I said, anything I can do to help, please feel free to let me know. Let's see. Is Spartanburg, in Spartanburg, is it just looking like rain and winds? Let's see. Spartan. Is that South Carolina, Spartanburg? So we got a level 1 severe threat today, which is a low-end threat for severe weather. Let's see, 2% chance for tornadoes. I wouldn't stress over that. So within 25 miles of Spartanburg, we got ourselves a, like I said, 2% chance for tornadoes there. Pretty low. Let's see, damaging winds, 5% chance, hail. Yeah, hail's really not a concern for you today. Just look out for some gusty winds and stuff. So. Let's see here. Good morning, Girl Dev. Hope you're doing good. How long will I be live? I don't know. We've already been live for 2 hours here. Oh, goes my camera. Let's try one over here by Quitman, maybe. See if one of these guys will work. Let's see here. Yeah, these cameras really don't like working, do they? Got that one for now. Let's see. Thanks for the update because my girlfriend is in Muncie, Pennsylvania. She wanted to know. No problem. Anytime. Let's see here. See you later, Kevin. Thanks for joining, man. Got to run, go bush, everyone. All right, see you later, Auto Overbuilt. Let's see. Mine just retired, bought a small mill, and stays outside. Thank God. Let's see. Stacy says, good morning. Good morning, Stacy. How's it looking for, let's see, Cook County? Is that how you say that? Tennessee today? Let's see here. Tennessee. Here we go. Okay, so you're in a level 1 threat, my friend, which, like I said, that's the lowest threat for severe weather, so nothing super duper wild today. We do got a small tornado shot, but I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Like I said, 2% chance of a tornado happening within 25 miles of you, and even if it did, it would be a low end, but the odds are definitely not in your favor of seeing tornadoes. Let's see here. Damaging winds, 5% chance. Yeah, you have a better shot for gusty winds, but even then, 5% chance, still pretty low. In terms of hail, no hail threat for today. So just look out for some gusty winds and that very low shot for an isolated tornado. But odds are really not in your favor, like I was saying here. Let's see here. See, I think YouTube needs to exempt fees from channels such as this. It's vital to save lives. You should get all the super chat donations. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. Yeah, because YouTube, I don't know if y'all knew this, but YouTube with super chats, they take out 30%. So, for an example, if I get, what was it, like, if I get a $100 donation from somebody, $30 of that goes to YouTube. It's dumb, but you know, it's I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I'll be here again. I'm subscribed. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. Let's see here. I went fishing for a while. Wanted to meet everything. Wanted to learn how to make jewelry. See. Thank you. Living in a trailer gets scary. Oh, you're very welcome, Stacy. No problem. Yeah, living in a trailer definitely can be a little scary with severe weather, but like I said, honestly, you should be pretty good. You should be fine. But yeah, you should be all right, my friend. Let's see here. Also, guys, just want to bring this up for y'all again. We did mention this here a little bit ago, but we're also watching out there for, like I said, a bit of severe weather here for Monday. So if you guys live across these regions here, if you know anybody who lives in these areas, give them a heads up. Like I said, we have a bit of severe weather coming in for northern Texas, for pretty much all of Oklahoma. Same thing for a lot of Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, southwestern Iowa, western Missouri, and a little sliver of northwestern Arkansas. We got another big severe weather event coming up here for Monday. We got ourselves already a slight risk level 2 threat in place. And there's already even an enhanced risk level 3 threat also in place out there. So the greatest probability for severe weather is going to be in that area I circled out there towards kind of the west central side here of Oklahoma. So we'll need to be weather aware coming up here for Monday. You'll hear me talking a lot about this. We'll do a lot of weather update live streams and videos for you guys until we get to the day of, and then we'll do coverage for it. But for right now, like I said, we'll definitely be live for you guys for this, so we'll keep y'all keep y'all aware, and all that stuff. Let's see here. Andrew's been retired from county sheriff's office since 2019, back in Gainesville Sheriff Department in September, thankfully. Oh, I got you. How is Chattanooga? Chattanooga's good, actually. Yeah, we have a little thunderstorm threat, so there's a potential for a couple booms of thunder. Look at the radar here. Actually, we got a storm over by Chattanooga right now. So, a couple booms of thunder there, here and there. A little bit of thunderstorm activity, but honestly, yeah, nothing severe going on. So, we should be good, my friend. Yeah, really, nothing big is expected for you. We do have a little severe threat to your north, but that should remain to your north, mostly. So you're good. Let's see here. Is Coffeyville and Deering, Kansas, under the threat? Kansas is not. Oh. Sorry, for Monday, I guess you're talking about. Sorry, I'm talking about today. Yeah, no threat for today. But Monday, yeah, there's a lot of Kansas included. Most of Kansas is at risk here, unless you're on the extreme far western side. As of now, you're not in the risk, but we do got ourselves the majority of Kansas that is at risk here. So, yeah, next Monday, or this upcoming Monday, I should say, is when we got to look out there for that. Melissa said, I'm a full-time RVer in Campbellsville, Kentucky. Gotcha. Let's see what's going on for you, my friend. Campbellsville, Kentucky. Okay, so yeah, you do have a little level 1 threat today. So low-end severe threat for today, my friend. Nothing too big. I think you're right on that 2% tornado threat. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically within 25 miles of you, there is a, like I was saying, there is a small, very low-end chance of a tornado happening. Within 25 miles, 2% chance of a tornado dropping. So, yeah, pretty low. Yeah, you got to watch out mostly for just gusty winds out there too, and actually small hail and gusty winds. So 5% chance of damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, and 5% chance of hail getting up to basically quarter size. So yeah, nothing super wild. Let's see. I have to put an E on the end of that county because it usually kicks my question out. I can see why. Becky says, let's see here. What's that camera? buffering a bit. Talking to Davis, I guess. But yeah, guys, like I said, if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Like I said, if there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to let me know. Like I said, we're here for you. We're on your side. We're here to help you. We're not here to scare you. We're here to make sure you guys are staying weather aware, weather prepared, obviously. And just overall, we're here for you guys. So please know that. I understand these events can be a little nerve-wracking, and that's actually why I went live. Like I was saying tonight, I wonder if you guys are probably wondering why I'm live so early. Like I said, I woke up. I had a lot of energy. I figured, I was like, well, we have a lot of severe weather going on recently, and I know there's going to be people that are up scared about the weather, considering we have a lot of thunderstorms going on right now. People are going to be waking up from these storms. They're going to be wondering what's going on. So I basically just, I woke up, I had a bit of energy, so I was like, all right, we're going to go live. Also at nighttime, storms are a little more scarier, of course, especially when, like, nobody's awake and it's just pitch black outside. I get how it's a little nerve-wracking, so that's another reason why I was like, yeah, let's just go live. Let's just go live here. That way we can help you guys out. I mean, even though actively right now there's not a whole lot going on, we still got a lot of heavy thunderstorm activity, but we're here in order to prepare you guys for the more severe stuff later on today. In which, obviously at some point I'm going to head off and we're going to get some sleep, and I'm going to go live again later today. Like I said, we've been at it for a while. But I'm thinking I'm going to take, not today, but tomorrow, I think I might take off. Because I've been streaming so much lately, guys. I have a lot of things I need to get done here in my personal life too. It's mentally and even physically exhausting to stream for this period of time. But honestly, I really do enjoy it. I do. It's just, everybody needs a break every once in a while. But yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to take off streaming. I might do a quick little video to update you guys on that severe weather threat for Monday, but other than that, I'm probably just going to take a day off for a little bit there. But yeah, because yesterday we did 7 hours of coverage, and then this stream, we are now 2 hours in, a little over 2 hours. So yeah, we've been live for a while. Melissa says, "See, thank you for what you do." No problem, Melissa. Glad to be here for you. But anyways, so like I said, currently we are watching this line push through, heading out there towards Homerville, towards Dew Point. Oh, that's a little interesting. Let's look at the velocity on that guy. Okay, good. But it kind of looked like a little embedded hook there for a minute, just kind of that. But no, we're good. No rotation, we're fine. Just a little bit of gusty winds on that. Let's see. Probably time for bed, Andrew. Yeah, I'm a little tired again. Wendy says, thank you for everything. No problem, Wendy. You're very welcome. Definitely glad to help out you guys. Yeah, right now we're just seeing a bunch of flash flooding going on here. Let's see here. Becky says, understand, Andrew. We thank you. So sometimes take for... Hold on. So take some time for the things you need to do. FYI, join the Discord. Follow a few channels on there. Happy to add you. Well, thank you, Becky. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, it does look like we got a bit of gusty winds. Wow. Actually, this might even go severe warned. See how it kind of has like that little bulge to it, little bow? That, and also the velocities are increased out there too. That, my friends, might actually go severe warned. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty strong storm out there. That's, let's see, heading towards Pineland, Georgia. This is in south central Georgia, guys. So Pineland, Georgia, towards Fruitland, passing through Alexis and Halo right now. Huh. It does look a little strong out there, but yeah, we'll see what they do with that. Let's see here. Did I get that radar back up? Tallahassee radar's been down for a while. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to chill with the Dosta. Peaceful says, morning everyone. Hope y'all stay safe. Just pop in to give best wishes. Well, glad to have you here, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. But good morning to you guys. Hope everyone's well. Let's see here. Did say last seconds, at that time, northeast was going to be looking weak tornadoes, but the winds could change. Looking stronger possibility more now. Let's see here. In the northeast, we're going to be weak tornadoes, winds could. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you all this real quickly. So here is that tornado threat for today. Regarding tornadoes, today, the greatest shot is going to be out there towards eastern Ohio. This is just for general, for you guys to know. That's where your greatest potential is. That's where you have your best mixing ratios between your wind shear, your strong winds throughout the atmosphere, as well as the greatest amount of instability. That's where your best mixing ratio is going to be, is in eastern Ohio and in portions like western West Virginia. That's where that greatest tornado threat is going to be. Now, if you're talking like the northeast, like up in New England, no, there's no tornado threat up there. As far north as that tornado threat goes is basically far northwest Pennsylvania here. Let's see here. Ohio. Sorry, Andrew. Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, northeastern Ohio. Most of the threat should be shy south of Cleveland, but it is for the eastern side of Ohio there. Yeah. So, that yellow area you see right there, just below me, that's your area with the greatest tornado probability for today. Like I said, there is good news to it. While it is a pretty big threat for tornadoes, while there is likely to have a couple tornadoes up there, the good news is that they are not expected to be significant, which means EF2 plus. More than likely, they'll remain kind of on that low end side there, honestly. So, so relatively, like I said, relatively lower end. Potentially weaker tornadoes, but just numerous amounts of them is kind of what we're looking at here. Because it doesn't look like that jet stream is strong enough to produce like significant tornadoes, EF2 plus, and all that. Becky coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Becky. You coming with the support today. Thank you, seriously, so much. Saying I love your channel. It's the best on YouTube. Thank you. I don't know about all that, but thank you so much, Becky. Can I tell us about how we'll know when we'll go live? Yeah, so if you guys want to know when I do go live, just go to our YouTube channel. Like I said, subscribe if you guys want to. Once again, that's totally your choice. But subscribe, and then there should be a little bell icon whenever you hit that subscribe button, the white button. So scroll down the video. You'll find a button that says subscribe. Click on that. It's free. Like I said, just literally hit that, and then hit the bell. Put that to all, and you should get alert whenever I go live here. So that way, whenever I do go live to do some coverage and stuff, you should be able to see it. But Becky, thank you for the 5. That is very sweet of you. Very much appreciated. And honestly, thank you seriously so much for the support. That is very, very nice of you. Big thank you. Big thanks to you, my friend. Let's see here. But yeah. So yeah, later on today, we're just going to have to watch out there for a lot of eastern side here. Let's see here. Becky says, you're welcome. I like to help when I can. Talent's hard to find. I subscribed and did all enjoying the night. Thank you, Becky. Seriously, that is much appreciated, my friend. Let's see. Mike and ours, South West Virginia. Not far from, Greenbrier Hotel. Might we get some gusts with the rain? Southwest Virginia. So if you're south of Beckley, probably won't be anything super wild. We do, like I said, it depends exactly. You said near Greenbrier. Greenbrier, West Virginia, maybe? Greenbrier County. Is that it? Is that it right there? Are you in like southeastern West Virginia? It depends, but okay. So yeah, when it comes to winds, it'll be regardless. Yeah, there will be the potential for some gusty winds out of some of these storms, which could get up to 60 miles an hour. Let's take a look at the models here. Just looking at general wind speeds. Let's see your wind gusts. Oh yeah, definitely. In some of those mountain ranges there, we definitely could be getting a bit of gusty winds out there overall. Let's see here. Give it a minute to load here. Yeah, wow, look at that. So especially as we approach the evening time, there's going to be that good potential that we could have some winds like over 40 miles an hour in terms of wind gusts out there. So we'll definitely need to keep it out there for it. Let's see. Parkinson, very limited income with anxiety with severe weather. Wendy, like I said, we're going to be here for you. Like I said, there's no reason to freak out. Like I said, I can understand how the weather can be a little bit, stressful, but I will do whatever I can to help you guys out, help keep you guys prepared and weather aware. And like I said, I get it's a little scary, but like I said, we'll get through this. I promise you guys. We will get through this here. Let's see. But yeah. But it'll all be all right, my friends. I promise you guys. It is a little nerve-wracking, of course. But we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. Just, once again, what I recommend to the folks out there, I've mentioned this millions of times on this channel. If you're somebody that has like really bad storm anxiety, whenever it comes to it, learn how to read radar. That's really my main thing. Is like learn how to read radar. Like for an example here, like velocity. Velocity really kind of. Hold on a minute. Okay, that is interesting. So velocity basically, shows you which way the precipitation's going, how fast it's moving, which can detect rotation in a tornado. Because you got to think, there's these water droplets that are circularizing, and which can, obviously. Show you where there's rotation. And there's another product called correlation coefficient, or CC. This will actually let you know over that rotation if there's confirmed like debris, because radar can see the difference between a raindrop and something that is not a raindrop, like debris, like any type of debris, and it can detect that. So if you can overlay those two together, regarding, like I said, that rotation, you can see where everything's rotating, plus you can see that debris over it. That's how you can confirm a tornado on radar. So to the people who, like I said, who get scared of storms and stuff like that, just learn how to read radar, man. This is starting to get a little interesting over here, actually. So I'm going to keep it on south of Homerville, east of Withers. This little area is catching my eye. Starting to get a little bit of developing let's see here. Yeah, inbound wind shear. So the winds they might be trying to wrap up here a little bit. We'll see. Actually, so yeah, some pretty gusty winds on this one here, too. Would not be surprised if we got a severe warning on this guy. I'm not going to lie with you. But we'll keep it on it. But yeah, no, learning radar is very important. And it will, like I said, definitely help ease your storm anxiety. Also, recommended have a weather radio. That way, if there's a warning for you, it'll go off. And you can specifically program those weather radios to only go off if your county is included. So that's the awesome thing about it. So yeah, between learning how to read radar, watching my live streams, and having a weather radio, that is the best way you can be weather prepared. And that is really just overall good there. Let's see here, we're talking nearly 40 knots. Not quite damaging, but yeah, those winds are definitely increasing on that back end. You see that? It's also, like, if you look at the radar, it's starting to bow out a bit, too. See how we have, like, that little bow shape to it? So, yeah, it's definitely kicking up some gusty winds. I'm not too sure if it's quite damaging right now, but it's definitely a little gusty, I can tell you that one. Let's see here. Thank you, everyone, family with this wonderful community. Well, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're here for you. See here. So heads up to my my Tallahassee people once again. If y'all know anybody out in Tallahassee, like I said, we're watching actually a flash flood emergency. Really nasty flooding going on in the city of Tallahassee right now. So If you know anybody out in Tallahassee, if you live in Tallahassee, in a flood-prone area, seek higher ground, of course, because definitely some pretty nasty flooding going on in some of those areas there. So we'll definitely need to be weather aware out in that region there. Flooding's kind of a big problem right now for like southwestern Georgia, in the eastern panhandle of Florida here. Got a bit of flooding going on out in those regions there. Yeah, but a lot of that precipitation has rolled through Tallahassee, thankfully. Yeah, you guys got like continuous hours and hours worth of thunderstorms, so a lot of rain has accumulated there. Actually, let's see here. Let me hop back to radar just to kind of see this. That's not radar. Hold on a minute. That's... hop back to KVAX radar here, and we'll go to storm total precip. Holy cow. Yeah, radar is estimating near Tallahassee anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. Locally higher has fallen. Take that with a grain of salt, though. But yeah, that is definitely a lot of rain according to radar. But radar is not necessarily the most accurate way to read precipitation, of course, but it gives us an idea. But regardless, several inches have fallen in Tallahassee, in which, for those low-lying areas, that is a big problem. Alrighty. Honestly, you guys, I think we're probably gonna roll off here pretty soon. I'm getting a little tired here. Gotta get some sleep, and I recommend you guys doing the same here. Like I said, it's gonna be okay for the night, y'all. Nothing to really worry about. Just we'll keep an eye out there for the weather later on this afternoon. We'll be live again later today, so just gotta get some sleep for a little bit. Any tomatoes? No tomatoes right now, my friend. Let's see here. Hop back over here to velocity. Yeah, I mean, we definitely do got some strong winds on that front there. Mostly just straight line winds right now, though. It's heading right there towards, let's see, what is that? Interstate Highway 441. So watch out there for between Fargo and Homerville, Highway 441. Got ourselves some pretty strong wind gusts out there. Mike says, have a good rest. It was good hanging out with you. Yeah, you too, Mike. Or obviously, I forgot your name. But thank you so much. I know you're not Mike, but appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Terrible with remembering names, so. But once again, thank you for being here. And thank you for the support, of course. Like, much appreciated, my friend. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that thing does go severe warning, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Yeah, so once again, guys, the big stuff, like we were talking about, like the heaviest tornadic activity and stuff like that, looks like it's going to be rolling through sometime around like the afternoon, evening. Let's see here. Oh, wait, 0008. So, honestly, anywhere from like 2 to 4 p.m., I think, is whenever, Eastern time is whenever things are going to start popping off there. Got about 40 knot lower level jet. Yeah. Let me grab a sounding here real quickly in West Virginia. It seems like most of that instability for later on is going to be out there actually in western West Virginia. So maybe a bit of a trend out more towards West Virginia we're seeing here. Yeah, evenly distributed instability there too, so that's going to create some pretty nice structures. Got those cyclone-induced tornadoes, man. Obviously, got that low-pressure system amplifying those winds on the eastern flank. Mid-level winds, about 60 knots, northeasterlies. Lower level, about 45 knots or so. So, yeah, could be still. It could be strong enough to produce multiple tornadoes there. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Tabletop, dude. Thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it. Says Andrew, howdy. How about Eastern North Carolina looking today? What's up, Tabletop? Doing good, dude. So yeah, we're pretty good. We got a level 1 threat, my friend. Still, just a little marginal. Nothing ridiculous for today. So happy to say that 2% tour. Once again, within 25 miles of you, there's only a 2% chance of a tornado happening, which is pretty low. Let's see, 5% chance for damaging winds, so up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts possible, and no hail. So just a small chance for damaging winds, but that's really about it, honestly. Nothing really wild for you, Tabletop. You should be mostly fine, my friend. Here we go. I'm looking for my helicity. We do got some pretty high helicity out here towards like West Virginia, though. Let's see. Becky says, Andrew, I'm a night person. I don't know if how you're still awake. Let's see. Sleep whenever, which is good. Isn't that be time? I'll at least work at 6 a.m. Gotcha, Becky. Yeah, it really ranges for me too. I mean, I'm usually, like I said, I personally am usually kind of all over the place. Just depends with Mother Nature. Like if it's a daytime event, I usually stream, and if it's nighttime, I usually stream at night. But right now, my sleep schedule's in the process of getting really messed up. So, lovely. But yeah, I'm just, decide I'm going to roll on here tonight. North Mississippi storm. I don't know. See, I don't think anything rough. Yeah, I saw we did have a little bit of convection up there in North Mississippi. Yeah, nothing concerning though. Like I was saying, a couple thunderstorms. Yeah, got a little bit of convection out there. A little bit of thunderstorm activity, but yeah, far from severe. See, is it because of all the rain from the morning limiting the threat? Tabletop, I don't think so. I think it's mostly because of, let's see here. I want to say the lack of no, not quite. Here, let me bring it all over here real quickly. I mean, we got about 800 joules per kilogram of instability out there, which is enough, I mean, to get some severe weather. Let's try what's sounding out there. Might be a wind shear thing, actually. Nope, definitely not wind shear. No, what it really is, I think, is just the fact that it's mostly most of the winds are linear throughout the atmosphere, meaning that they're moving in the same direction with altitude. Mostly just speed shear rather than directional wind shear. Not much directional wind shear, which is just leading to straight hodographs, more than likely just like maybe some small supercells, but honestly, like I was saying, yeah, mostly just straight line wind concern at that point. 1,000 decape, which is your downdraft energy. Also, yeah, damaging winds would be kind of one of your main problems. Let's see here. Bobbles says, appreciate your early/late rundown, Andrew, for those that keep us non-traditional times.